My thoughts on One Tree Hill this season so far is very different from last season's or the prior seasons before season 9, because we're seeing a lot of different sides of the characters, um, especially Brooke Davis and Clay Evans. This season is very, very dramatic, over the top, very different from season 8, because season 8 was really good. It was one of the best seasons ever, and I know season 9 is the last season, and season 8 was very more about the family, where they're gonna go in life, how do they work things out, and it was more about finding themselves as grown-ups and starting a new chapter and having kids, doing all this fun stuff, and just being with their friends and all type of stuff. Um, as to this season, it's more all drama. People are getting lost, people are dying, things are happening that you wouldn't expect. Like Nathan went missing, Brooke got attacked again, but then she tased Savior, so she got saved by Tara, which we wouldn't expect Tara to save Brooke, because we know that they're enemies. So there's a lot of twists and turns here in this season that I really like, because this season really puts a toll on these three main characters, I would say, who are dealing with the most right now are Brooke Davis, Clay Evans, and Nathan Scott. They're the three characters who I'm really more focused on, that I wasn't. Okay, I've always been focused on Brooke Davis, because she's always been my favorite character, but I never really focused on Nate that much, Nathan Scott or Clay Evans, as much as Brooke Davis, because um, like I just said, she is my favorite character. Brooke Davis has always been my favorite character ever since I started watching this season. Back last summer, I watched all the seasons online, so I know I've seen every single episode of every single season online, and I can thank FastPassTV.com for that. We're putting all the seasons up of OneTreeHill. Um, like I was saying, I think this season definitely brings a lot more drama and thriller and action, a lot of that type of stuff that you usually wouldn't expect One Tree Hill to be. I mean, we all expect it to be drama. We all know there's always gonna be drama in One Tree Hill, no matter what, no matter when, no matter where. There's always drama in One Tree Hill. But I never really would expect anyone to die or go missing or get attacked again, because we all know Brooke got attacked in season 6 by Savior, and I didn't know he was gonna come back. And that was a very shocking twist for me, because I didn't know he was gonna come back. I just think that this season delivers a lot of more of that hot and heavy drama type stuff that you won't usually expect to see in a series like One Tree Hill or Gossip Girl, whatever the heck you're watching right now. But yeah, this season definitely, I think, is going to be the best season ever, since this is the last season. And since it is the last season, I think they would make it the best season ever. And I think this season so far is it's very moving. It's very all thrown together very well. I mean, whenever you think something is gonna happen, that thing does happen, and you can predict a lot of the stuff that will happen just by watching the trailers of some of the episodes that are very, how can I put this, are very dramatic and very thrilling, that type of stuff. So I think a lot of people think out there that Dan is gonna die, and I can't really say that much because I don't really know if he's gonna die or not. But I do think that he just might die, because he has been seen as a very, a very cruel, bad guy in every single season, and people have always turned their back on him because he did kill his brother. He has done a lot of bad stuff, and I guess that was his punishment for being a bad guy, that God would take his life at that very moment. And I guess a lot of people are saying, oh, he deserves that, he shot his brother and things like that. Me on the other hand, I really don't know what I think about Dan, because he isn't like, I mean, yeah, he's a bad guy, but he's not like super duper bad to the point where he's always doing something bad. But he definitely does need to learn his lesson that, what he did was very wrong, and no one should ever kill anybody or even consider that or even think about it, because it's just plain wrong. But the thing is with Dan is there's very, there's still some sympathy for him. I have a little bit of sympathy for Dan, because I do feel a little sorry that he's dying. A lot of people feel just a little bit sorry for Dan, and even his son and Haley are kind of opening up to him and saying, oh, we know that you've done these things in the past, but we kind of want to forgive you now, because they've hated him all their lives. So I guess they're trying to make up for it and trying to see his side of the story, which I think is very great, because seeing his side of the story and not really thinking that he's that bad on their side of the story, and kind of opening up to his point of view and his perspective of where he's coming from and what he needs to hear and things that he would like to hear because he is dying, and that they should be good to him, because any time that someone's dying, you should at least feel sympathy for them, or at least help them get through it, or do something to make them feel better, which is what they're doing. And I think that's very moving. I think that's a great thing they're doing. Something else. So that's just my whole perspective on the whole Nathan got missing and the whole Dan dying situation. Let's go to Brooke. Okay, so Brooke, I really loved this character. Okay, I've loved her since from the start. And if you ever, seen a clip of her, or if you know her from other projects, she's an amazing, amazing actress. Sophia Bush, she is my #1 top notch. I love her. So yeah, she is very, very tough. Like, she's always been tough. She's very out there. She's very, I'm gonna do this. I can do what I want. You don't tell me what to do type of girl. And that she was very tough on her dad, and I love her for just sticking up for herself like she always does, and she does what she wants in life, and she did a very well job handling the situation with Xavier. And she has these 2 kids now, so if she didn't do something earlier, Xavier might have hurt her kids. And I think that it's a very important aspect of life that you need to be tough. You should be brave. Don't run away from your fears. Don't run away from anything, because you can handle anything that's put on your plate, because there's a reason why that's on your plate, because God gave you that trial to survive. He wants to put you through trials to help you become a better person, or to make you learn lessons from those trials, because we're all not perfect. Nobody's perfect. And those trials that she's going through right now, I think is a very big aspect of her life. I like the fact that they brought her dad into this after so many years. He came into this, and I do think that he's just, I think he just wants, I think her dad just sees her as another business venture, another product he can sell, just because she has such a beautiful face, and that he can do anything with his daughter because she, she's a great person and she has a face for it. He just thinks he can throw her away, to guys, or to sell a lot of, products to make a lot of money. That's what Brooke's for. That's what I think that he thinks of Brooke. So yeah, the dad is obviously not the best dad in the world, because he definitely has some, he has an agenda behind all of this stuff that he wants to do with Brooke, and Brooke does refuse it, because she's that smart. She's very smart. She's always been one of the smartest characters, and one of the characters that have changed a lot over the years, that that really just, knows anything, she just knows anything and everything she wants to do and how she has to deal with it. That's a very important aspect also. She also changed a lot since last season. She's tougher, she's more brave, she's, her style of clothing is very more edgy and kind of free. physically, that's how I would describe her as. And she is also a very good mom. We're kind of seeing her becoming a mom and just dealing with her boys and just, loving them. And Julian, she's just loving her family. She's just doing her thing. And then, so it's just, she's just really dealing with Xavier. But I do not know why they brought him back, but I do think that's a very shocking twist for a lot of people. That was a very shocking twist that no one knew was coming. And I guess it's, I guess it did put a lot. I guess I would just have to say that it put a big toll on Brooke, but more on her family, because now that she has this man and these two kids, now they have to also worry about her too. It's not just Brooke by herself worrying about herself. She's got this whole other family she has to worry about. Also, if she went missing and if she died, which I don't think they would ever clear off the show, but if she did, they would be so miserable. And how would they deal without Brooke? Because she's always been in the story and in the picture. Now, another thing with Brooke is we kind of seen her more tough, mean side, because the rival with the cafe and the whole, Tara Brooke feud is, has gone out of control. It's just spiraled out of control, and a lot of people are saying, oh, we hate her because she's against Brooke. Well, first of all, you can't just hate a character, but maybe they are friends in real life, and a lot of people are hating on her because, she's very mean and, very in control. Tara, I'm talking about Tara. So yeah, but she did save Brooke from Xavier, which is a very good quality to have, and I didn't really think she would save Brooke. She hates Brooke so much, but I'm very thankful that she did, and it's the right thing that she did there, because she knows that if she didn't save Brooke, Brooke would have been dead by now. And she kind of knows in her heart, yeah, I do hate Brooke, but, what kind of person would I be if I let her die? That type of thing. So we kind of seen her softer side, and I do like Tara a little bit now because she did save Brooke, but that doesn't mean she's, an honest to God angel, okay? It just means she's, helping out and just help Brooke survive. But if she didn't, then she would be twice as worse at that. She would be twice as worse than I thought she was, because if she didn't say Brooke, I would just I would have cried if Brooke died. So yeah, that's just okay. And we seen a whole tough side of Brooke. She just, she was throwing stuff everywhere in the first episode. Well, they saw a preview of that, and then it came later on in the third or fourth episode. I don't remember, but they showed that preview of her trashing Tara's cafe in the first episode, which I think really opens up our eyes to Brooke. Yeah, she's a tough character, and she's a ballsy chick, and that she can do anything. She can handle anything. You don't tell her what to do, but she's the boss of herself. That clip just showed you a whole different side of Brooke Davis that you didn't know existed, that she's as tough as she looks, and she can be as tough as she wants to be, and she can be. Lots of people I don't think a lot of people know that about Brooke, but she is also very sensitive and soft inside, and I do think they should kind of show that a little bit more in this season. We haven't really seen that side of her really this season, just a little bit. I mean, she had some crying scenes here and there, but I think they should throw in more of that dramatic Brooke, because she's so good at that. And that's all I really can say right now about Brooke, because I hope there's a lot more Brooke to come, because it's almost the end of the season. Got 2 more episodes left, so I'm very hopeful that it will be successful. And yeah, I hope that she continues to grow. Clay, I would have to say, he was very, what is the word? Okay, so he was diagnosed with a feud disorder. Now, I don't know what they call feud disorder, because he's not a feud with anybody. They should just call it a sleep disorder, because he really just sleepwalked, everywhere. And that's just a common thing among a lot of people, is a sleeping disorder. They showed him having a kid, and him having, meltdowns and episodes here and there, because he's missing his wife that died and things like that. And That's why he's ending up all over the place. And I do think they did a good job with just showing that, and I do hope that he gets through it. And his son is so cute. Whoever plays his son is very super duper adorable. I love his son. He's so cute as a button, and that's all I can pretty much say about One Tree Hill, because we're very far in the season. We've got 2 more episodes left, so please watch if you're a One Tree Hill fan. So yeah, that's all I can say. So those are my thoughts on One Tree Hill season 9 so far, and I'll catch you guys next time. So bye.